Yeah, that's it. Press the go live button, Baz, rather than stand talking to yourself for a minute. Good evening and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. Yes. Yeah, that is it. So, good evening and welcome back to the channel. My name's Baz, and as you know, it's the One Celtic Fans View. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We are trying to get to 22,000 subscribers before the end of the season. We're actually trying to have about 23 before the end of the season, but the more the merrier, as we say. Brendan Rodgers has spoke to the media. Why is the fire stick not working? Brendan Rodgers spoke to the media and he basically said he expressed his excitement and readiness for Celtic's first Champions League knockout match in 12 years, emphasising the challenge and test it presents against top-tier action. He highlighted the return of Dyson Maeda as a significant boost to the squad, praising Maeda's impact on the team, and said that he's a key player we all know that. Rodgers described Maeda as a dedicated professional who trains intensely and brings energy to the squad. That was an interesting choice of words, but Brendan Rodgers also discussed the development of his players, particularly Maeda, and his adapting to the physicality of Scottish and European football. He also emphasised the importance and maturity and confidence in Maeda. Said that he's improved performance and his goal conversion rate. Hang on a minute, I just... Stations TNT Sports, is it? What game is this? Juventus PSV. What game should we watch? Borussia Dortmund. What's Borussia Dortmund? Nah. Leave that on there now. Anyway, Brendan Rodgers. Let's jump into the chat and see who's all in the chat first of all before we talk about the game tomorrow night. Baz, did you see the Muppets arguing last night's episode? No, I didn't. Didn't see any of their stuff last night. Hey ho, Baz, how are you? I'm fine, Stephen. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. It's been a funny old kind of day, actually, right? It's been a weird day. It has been a weird day. Of ups and downs. I learned that a lass that used to go, a young lass, she was only 39, that used to go on our supporters bus, passed away last month, and I didn't know about it, and I only found out by the funeral director. The funeral director is a friend of mine, and it came up on his page, and I was quite shocked at that, to be honest. 39-year-old and passed away of cancer, leaving a young son behind. It's been a funny old kind of day, and then there's been other stuff going on. It's been crazy, in fact. Celtic Man's in the house. Dave Hislop's in the house. Chris D's in the house. Stephen Johnson's in the house. And quite a lot. Joseph Davidson, Big Des, Seamus, Sam Mack, Michael, Jim, Lorna, the gaffer of the channel, Lorna, and Paul's in the house also, as well as a lot of other people. Police, fucking talk about police for the fuck. Jesus. Anyway, we digress. Some of the headlines that are out tonight make an interesting reading. Brendan Rodgers wants Bayern hurt in Celtic Park cauldron as football royalty won't get the red carpet treatment. Another one says Brendan Rodgers issues Bayern Munich warning over supercharged Celtic Park. You can be hurt in this arena. Brendan Rodgers is calling upon the 12th man at Celtic to make up the difference once again as they welcome the Bavarian Giants, Bayern Munich, to Glasgow on Wednesday. The 6 times European... I don't even want to know how many times they've won it. I don't even want to know. And I'm not even interested in their superstar or striker. Somebody give me a Jimmy Clark. That's solid news, mate. Yeah, I was just reading some of the comments. Yeah, I didn't know that it had happened, so it was a bit of a shock when I found out it did happen. So thoughts going out to little Kai. I'm not sure if he watches this, but thoughts are going out to little Kai. He's not little, and he's a big lad. He's a big lad. Who's just scored? My phone's beeping. Baz, we can easily catch Bayern. Can we catch them? Would anybody be happy with a draw tomorrow? No, Celtic mad. It's a must-win game. If we've got any hope of going through, we've got superstars as well, Baz. Yes, we have. We've got a superstar for Portugal, and we've got Dyson Maida. We've got a Maida. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Hey, that's it. That's not a player. This is a player. It's Dyson. Anyway, I'm going to go 2-0 boys to score first. Can we keep a clean sheet? There's the poll. To this, and there we go. Oh no, Jesus, what the hell was that? That didn't work. That was wrong. That was really wrong. That was closed. I didn't post that. Let's do this. Someone else has scored in the Champions League. My phone is buzzing. Can we keep a clean sheet? There we go, there's the poll for the night. There is the poll for the night. There is games on, so I'm not expecting it to be overly busy. Can we keep a clean sheet against Bayern? That is the question. Can we keep? And it's a serious question. I think when we look at the stats from, I don't even want to look at the stats from then. We're going to have to pull out a performance of like a performance that we've never seen for these players. Brendan Rodgers seems to think that we can do it. Kane's a ball bag. Kane's a ball bag. I love that. Kane's a ball bag. Nothing's impossible, says Square Sausage Mick. When you look at it, Rodgers also discussed, he was looking ahead to the match against Bayern Munich. Rodgers acknowledged the quality of the opposition and expressed confidence in Celtic progressing and the ability to compete at this level. He highlighted the importance of the home crowd, the support, and the team's physicality and intensity as the key factors to the performance, Brendan Rodgers said. Can they cope with the speed that we can attack them with? That's the big thing for tomorrow. It was the Crocodile Dundee that said that. It was an Aborigine. So, yeah, the Aborigine is a Welsh Pakistani. So there you go, Gareth. The Aborigine that said that is actually a Welsh Pakistani. G'day. Fucking, he might be a ball bag, but he scores a lot of goals. He scored 55 goals. Madrid penalty. Is that what was wrong? What channel is the Madrid game on? I'm not getting the Madrid game. How am I not getting the Madrid game? The box office? No. I've not got the... I'm doing good, Michael. I'm trying to find the Madrid game, but I can't get it. I've got every other game that's going on tonight, bar the Madrid game, for some unknown reason. Amazon Prime. I've got on TNT Sports Prime. Jesus. I've not got time to look for that. I'm on YouTube, mate. I'll leave it. I'll just have to watch. I'll watch Juventus. I hope everyone's got their lucky pants on. They need more than their lucky pants tomorrow. Anyway, getting back to what Brendan says. He says, looking ahead to the match against Bayern Munich, he acknowledged the quality of the side of the opposition, and he expressed confidence in Celtic's progress and ability to compete at this level. He highlighted the importance of the crowd and the support. He also talked about the team's physicality and intensity are two key factors. Hit them with pace and hit them quick. It's Brendan's theory. So hit them with pace and hit them quick, and then that's it. That's how we win against them, which I think is the Celtic way. Rodgers reflected on the evolution of his coaching life since Celtic last faced Bayern in the Champions League, emphasising the team's growth and competitiveness. He also praised Harry Kane, that he's faced multiple times, and he recognised him as a world-class player. He's talked about the fact that big Cameron Carter-Vickers has played with him in training, and CCV should know how to get stuck right in about him. Stick the heat into him. No, we can't get anybody sent off. Can't get anybody sent off. But as some of the Meltdown content maker stuff right now is top class. I've not been watching. I should show some. I've not been watching some of the Meltdown stuff. I've been far too busy. They would have to have a meltdown. This is probably the busiest week that I've had of the year so far. No red cards, nah. Andrew, we need a massive performance from every single player, sub, as well as the crowd. We do. Tomorrow night, we need to create an atmosphere like we created back when we played Barcelona. The night that we played Barcelona and we won 2-1, we need to create that kind of atmosphere again. And we need to create it for the whole 90 minutes for the whole stadium. None of this, if there's a lull in the game, the Celtic end sit on their arse and you've got the wee corner with the boys making a noise, and then you've got the north stand, they're just fucking sitting on their arse also. The whole stadium needs to be up and bouncing tomorrow night to make sure that it is a cauldron. Getting into the Lisbon Lions stand after 10 seconds. We have to be at our best, says Joseph, and they will have to be poor. I don't think that they would have to be poor. I think that we need to perform like we've not the levels that we know that we can perform, but every single player needs to be at the top of his game, big style, and we need a little bit of luck. We do need a little bit of luck tomorrow night. No red cards, that's the main thing. No red cards, so that we've got the full squad to go to Germany. It's all going to come down to the game in Germany, if you ask me. I mean, we could be 0-0 with a minute to go at Celtic Park tomorrow night, and Harry Kane could pop up and score a goal quite easily. If we get the first goal, hopefully it could settle us. But my fear is, if we get the first goal, that just makes them annoyed. It just makes them annoyed. And but I just hope that every player knows how important they do. The players know how important it is, and it's a case of making sure that everyone just performs to their ability. Rodgers conveyed a sense of pride and determination as Celtic prepare to face Bayern, and he's aiming to perform and make an impact in the Champions League knockout stage. That's his hope. He spoke about the fact that he wants the club to keep on progressing. He was talking about not just this season. You can tell the way that the mindset of Brendan Rodgers is not just thinking about what we've achieved this season. It's about what we can achieve next season. He's that forward thinking as a manager. Jed says Brendan Rodgers is playing wee man from Japan through the middle. Brendan Rodgers has played him 3 times there and he scored 7 goals. I think I'm going for 2-1. Heart rule my head though, says Chilpill. We'll get to a prediction in a minute. I want to just see how many people think that can we keep a clean sheet. Can't even say a sheet. Can we fucking get up tonight. I'm not negative at all. I just It's the big. I always get nervous before these games. I get more nervous before this type of game at this level because there's so much at stake for Celtic. Do you know, if we were to do it 3-2, boy for Benny offer 3-2, it would be something else. Something else. This is the way that if it was going to be 3-2, this is the way I see it happening. Celtic score first in the first 5 minutes. Hit them with speed, hit them with pace. And then they hit us back in about 10 minutes. They hit us straight back. And they then go up 2-1. Gets into the second half. Celtic get off to a flyer the second half. And it's 2-2. It's tight right until the end of the game. There's not much in it. And then Celtic, Dyson Maida, comes running into the back post late on into the injury time and slips the ball into the back of the net. Please, God, make it happen. Make it happen. That is definitely if that was going to be that's the way I would see it happening. A late goal, and then Celtic holding on for dear love of God. Mike Powers is going for 2-0 either. And Jota with a Dyson assisting both. I think Dyson will play through the middle, so he'll be the one to score the goals. What's the chance that you'd have KT at left back? Well, none, because Brendan Rodgers said he already thought that wasn't going to happen to the summer. If you believe him. What if they get the first goal and we need to come out fighting with both gloves? If they get the first goal, Baz, you playing FIFA? I wish. I might actually start doing that. The EA Sports, you get the... Oof, that was some save. Juventus keeper just made a cracker of a save. Oh, that's a penalty. How's that not a penalty? No, it's off his shoulder. I mean, this is the level that we're at. You dirty dream. Baz, I've got 3-2. Jed Johnson go for 3-2 also. 1-1, Jim McCarthy. 1-1 and then to go out on away goals. 2-1 Celtic, Baz says green and white. If they get the first goal, we don't panic. If we get the first goal, we just... Yeah, I might actually get that. And then I'll play it for about a month before I decide to... And then I'll play it live during the day when there's not many people about. And then we'll play Sack FIFA Pro as well better. FIFA Pro EV is well better. I might try that. I might try it. Give me something to do during the day rather than annoy the missus. Who do we play after Bayern? Big Des, I don't even want to think that far ahead. I'm not even thinking that far ahead. Let's just try and get this game done and dusted first, because whoever we play... As did you see the Queen's Park game on Sunday? It was really good. No, I didn't. I didn't see the Queen's Park game on Sunday. Please, no early goals against us. Teamwork makes dream work. Come on, you boys in green. Dan Cassie says he thinks it's going to be 2-0, maybe 2-1. Evolution gameplay is always better than FIFA. Pro Evolution gameplay. Might just do that one. Yeah, I might try that. Can you stream it? Yeah, my laptop can. If we can get one that we could stream, that's even better. And then I would just stream it. Stream it around about, I don't know, some random time during the day. If it's a 7-leaf on the glass bars, is that a 7-leafer? What? A 7-leafer on the glass? What glass? What are you talking about? What game are you watching, Baz? I'm watching Juventus PSV. Juventus PSV, because it's on TNT Sports. TNT Sports. Right, let's get back to what Brendan Rodgers and the media are saying. No, and let's get the score predictions. I need to get my score predictions in. How many people have been on this poll? 121 people have voted, only 533 online at the moment. Is any of the manky mob? Hey, we could listen to fucking that mob. I'm trying to do something, but they've put absolutely everything into members only mode. Members only mode. Shite bags. Fucking shite bags. Every single one. Members only. Members only. Members only. Oh, Jesus. Let's get back into the comments. I've just put on cheers. Man City are 1-up. Real Madrid have been driving for the match. 2-0 in the old multi hoops. Says you'll never walk alone. 3-0. I don't want to predict tomorrow night's game, but I'm going to have to, haven't I? I'm going to have to go Celtic. Oh, Celtic. It's going to break my heart. Nah, can't I? Bayern. I think this is my scoreline going up now, and I think it's going to be not enough. And I know that away goals don't come into it, but I don't think Celtic. I think that will do enough. I think that we'll seriously get. If we can get a draw, I think it's going to be a cracking game. That goal decision took forever. Jeez, Big Phil staying at the end of the season, is he? Well, 2-1 bars to us, says Joseph. 3-2 Celtic, Bayern 10 men. Can't see that. Why are you talking about Madeira? What? Baz, you're sacked. Can't say that. Tyson for a hat trick. Tyson Maida for a hat trick. Juventus just had a shot on goal. Saved easily by the keeper. Everything's just went to pot tonight, isn't it? It is. It's just went to pot tonight. Did we cover everything about Brendan? Looking ahead to the match, Brendan acknowledged the quality Celtic's progress and ability to complete it. That's it. Looking ahead to the match, Brendan Rodgers acknowledged the quality of the opposition and expressed Celtic's confidence in the ability to compete at this level, and highlighted the importance of the home crowd to the game. Celtic star dubbed pound for pound champion. Thomas Muller hails insane Celtic Park atmosphere. Baravian. I backers against anybody. Austin Trusty out with the fighting talk. Austin Trusty out with the fighting talk. PSV with a free kick. Way wide. Way wide. My head's all over the place tonight. Late winner for Celtics. 1. Brown Water says, Kyle, you can put 3 past. Can we put 3 past them? Can we seriously? I think we can. I think that we've got the players. We've definitely got the players to hurt them with pace. But it's going to mean that we're camped in. And my only worry is can we defend good enough? Can we really defend good enough at Celtic Park? It's fine going away to Atalanta and being under the cosh. But it's a different kettle of fish at Celtic Park. Because the fans can get on top of you, the fans, that pressure for the fans to push out. It's easier for Celtic when they're away from home in Europe to try and grind out a result, a draw like that. But at Celtic Park, when you've got the home fans that are usually rocking and going absolute berserk, if the Germans are right on top of us, we need the fans to let the Germans know that they're in paradise. Jason Lee says, from what I've heard from Bayern fan media, their defence gives up a lot of goals. They just score even more. That's my only worry. I mean, I think it could be a crazy scoring game tomorrow. You never know. But then it could be a game where there's a lot of respect given between the teams, and it's not edgy, but I don't know. It's a hard one. If Feyenoord can beat them, we can beat them. This is true. If Feyenoord can beat them, Brendan Rodgers was asked that. And he was also asked about the chance of Jota starting. And then he said to the media guy, you got your pen and paper ready? I'll just give you the whole team. Wee bit of a laugh and giggle from Brendan Rodgers. Who really cares about Feyenoord? Yep. They've got our defence and their forwards. I'm worried about. Yeah, it's our defence. Chilpel. This is my main. I think that we are one really good defender away. 2, because Greg Taylor's going out the door, and then you can't even start thinking about next season and if we're going to be good or not, because Tierney coming back. I mean, we know Tierney's a good player in the SPFL, but I don't know, he's not really done anything for a long time. What if Tierney comes back and he's shite? Oh, see, no, we could be the Queen's Park of the Champions League. That would be brilliant if it was. But as at Atalanta, we could have lost 4 or 5. No, we rode our luck there. We did, and we're going to have to do that tomorrow. We're going to have to do it tomorrow. Lorna, I'm trying to believe, but I've had one of those crazy nights where it was just like, oof, there's about 301 things going on in my head, the things that I need to be doing, and I'm sitting here on YouTube. The Germans will have 2 men up front. Maida freeing up Kuhn, Adam Ida and Jota and Engels. Who are you going to drop if you play Adam Ida and Dyson Maida and Jota and Kuhn? Who are you going to drop in the midfield? Rio Hitati? You can't drop. You can't play 2 up front. We can't have Adam Ida, Dyson Maida, Jota, Kuhn, and Arne Engels all in the same midfield. Do they play 4-4-2? I don't think that it doesn't matter how they play. It's how we play. And they were 2-2 versus Aston Villa. And nobody of quality on the bench. We were 2-2 against Aston Villa. Yeah. If he stays fit, how many games can Tierney play? I'd play him besides Carmen Carter-Vickers at centre back. Nah, I wouldn't. That's the worst position you could play him in. Schmeichel needs to go long and get them short. Concerned. Lorna, Baz is so negative tonight. I'm not negative. I'm panicking about the game. I'm actually nervous. I'm nervous about the game, and that can sometimes be a good thing, though. Can sometimes be a good thing. Now, what's wrong with the membership tonight? I could just seem to get into what? What are you talking about, Danny? We can't drop anyone from the midfield. It'd be suicidal. Yeah, we can't play. We need Kuhn and Maida up top, says Jason. With the usual suspects, with Jota coming in and Maida moving in the middle. Says, I'm on the tick. Mick, I think that it's going to be... I think Adam Ida will... I don't think so, actually. I think Brendan Rodgers is going to surprise us and he's going to drop Adam Ida for the start. I think he's going to play with Dyson Maida. I think if you play Dyson through the middle at the beginning of this game and go for pace and power, Jota on one wing, Kuhn on the other, Dyson Maida through the middle, I think that's my team. Right, let's get the team up. I think that the team will be Cameron Carter-Vickers, Austin Trusty is going to be the usual suspects at the back. It's going to be Greg Taylor and our Australian. As I'm watching this, it should have been a decent header. Australian, Canadian. See, can't do two things at once. Jesus. Good call, Baz. When you look at the midfield, it's going to be Callum McGregor, it's going to be Rio Hatate, and it's going to be Arne Engels. And then you're going to play Dyson through the middle. There's another handball that's never been given. That's a blatant handball with Juventus. Juventus have never changed. 20 odd years since we played them, and they've not changed. 20 odd years since we played them with Martin O'Neill, and there still was cheating. But so up front, I think that he's going to shock us all by dropping Dyson Maida for the start and dropping Adam Ida for the start, playing Dyson Maida and Jota and Kuhn on the sides. I think that's the way it'll go, because he'll want to go with pace. If we hit them with pace early on and try and shock them, and they'll go, whoa, wait a minute here. This team's actually all right, aren't they? This stadium's fucking absolutely bonkers. But anyway, Ida got rested by Brendan Rodgers. Didn't know that Dyson would be available. He did that. The old lady's still cheating. Yeah, fucking tell me about it. They did get the foul. 7 p.m. starts tomorrow night. The Rangers of Italy. I vote go with Baz formation 4-4-1 with two keepers. With two keepers, if we could get two keepers. Dyson is red hot just now. Yes, he is. You've got to go with Dyson rather than Adam Ida. Sorry, Adam Ida. I know what you bring to the game, but Adam Ida can come on and give us a little bit different at the end of the game. And you never know. Brendan Rodgers might even change it to a 4-4-2 towards the end of the game. You could see that happening. Change it to a 4-4-2. You never know. Juventus have just scored. You're ahead of me. Cheers, Stephen. Take it with this move. Out wide, number 11, overlap by the fullback. Fullback up to the edge of the box. Cuts inside. Back out to the wing. Overlap. Oh, Jesus. It's not for this game passage of play. Oh, that was a bit ping-pong in the box, wasn't it? That was a bit ping-pong in the box. That was a bit ping-pong in the box. City Man United, 100 mile an hour, fantastic to watch. It's Paradise Found. Sometimes our pace doesn't help us. as we hit on the counter. I think that's why we need to play Dyson, because there will be a lot of counter attack football. There will be a lot of counter attack football tomorrow. And let's face it, they're going to have us under the cosh, and the way that we're going to score is going to be a counter attack. There's not going to be any other way. 27 minutes in on that vote, and only 173 votes. I'm just going to close the vote down because there's hardly anybody on the night because of the Champions League games on. Go shut that down. 77 votes. Jota ain't fit enough to start against the side of this quality. Rafe Rovers, aye, but Bayern, no. For me, he looked a bit leggy. You've got to play him for the start. Or do you bring him? Do you then bring him on? My only worry is if you bring him on and you bring him on too late. If you bring him on too late, the game could be past us. You want to get these players on for the start, so that they get as fast a start as possible and as many goals. Baz, do the pod hack. Club 22. Club 22. Let's do a hack. Listen to these retrobates. Jesus. Oh man, he's a pure one of them, man. He's a pure one of them.
20, 25 points behind Celtic. I don't think it would matter, genuinely. What are we now? 13-ish points behind, right? He's already survived more than probably any other manager, right? When Michael Beale was relieved of his duties, I think we were about 7 or 8 points behind. I think similarly, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, we were about 7 or 8 points behind when they were relieved of their duties. So he has survived longer than the both of them, which is why I do think Rangers have potentially sat down and said, listen, the wage bill is spiralling out of control and has been for a number of years. Yeah. We are not getting good value for that wage bracket, right? If you look at Celtic's wage bracket, I was quite alarmed to see that their wage structure was actually slightly less than ours last season. When you think about what they're generating, right? Amount of trebles, amount of titles, amount of cups they've picked up over the years versus our wage bill, which was on par, if not slightly higher. We were not getting good value for money. And that's why I do think the team or the board have sat down and said, listen, I hope to Christ, by the way, it is only 1 year, right? But it could be longer. But they've sat down and went, listen, we need to bring the wage structure down. We need to get rid of a lot of the dead wood, a lot of the horrendous decisions that we have made recruitment-wise over the last couple of years. Guys like Sam Lammers, Kieran Dowell, Ben Davies, Tom Lawrence, Rabbi Matondo, all these guys
want to see your pet talk
claiming 20,
or make
25,
a character
30,
dance.
35 grand
Talking
a week.
photos.
We need to get
AI
rid of all
brings
them.
creativity
The
to
problem
life.
we have,
Upload
mate,
any
is
photo, add audio,
we can't get rid the pace at which we are getting rid of these guys is just simply not quick enough. It's just not quick enough. We're having to settle for loan deals. We're having to settle for options to buy. We're not getting the funds in now. We're not getting Rabbi Matondo out the door in January for however many million quid, 1.5, whatever it is, right? We're not just Cifuentes is another guy, right? Another horrendous decision, right? Seems to be doing all right over in Cyprus or Greece or wherever he is. But again, we've just not got the funding there right now to go and buy some other guy and a replacement and put a bit of quality on the park, mate. So I do fully suspect that he will be here for the duration of this season, mate. Whether he gets knocked out in the round of 16 of the Europa League, whether he goes to quarters, semi, final, Christ, even if he wins it, I suspect he will still be given the entirety of this season. Whether he ends up 20, 25 points behind Celtic, I still think he'll get the entirety of this season. And in the summer, they'll maybe be in a slightly stronger position then.
Didn't you hate in a line of speed before he came on?
To make a decision then. Because as I say, I come back to that.
Still fucking going.
Are the board now looking at it as going, the Europa League's our final shot at glory for this season?
The other two guys are sitting going, Jesus, are you going to let us chat?
Does Phil Clement give us enough that we could go, he's probably better than what maybe a caretaker would be, potentially?
If they do think that that's the case, though, Ross, and they do think, right, let's give Philip Clement his due here. He's got us to the last 16 of Europe by finishing the top 8 in the new revamped kind of group stage. If that's the case, it still goes back to this thing about communication. It shouldn't be the end of Tuesday after the sheer humiliating defeat of Sunday. There shouldn't be silence. There just shouldn't be any sort of form of silence. The board have to communicate that. We have to have very much an open and honest kind of I don't know, a press conference even, sit the CEO down in front of a press conference, put the likes...
I can't listen to that anymore. I'm sorry, I can't listen to that anymore. He's absolute garbage. Anyway, I'm done and dusted for the night. I'm going to go and watch some football. Make sure you join me in the morning, and then there will be a live an hour and a half before the game tomorrow. It's all exciting. Anyway, on that note, have an absolutely fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.
Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party.